Set in a modern city with a mix of bustling urban areas and serene suburban neighborhoods. The story unfolds in various locations such as Maya and Alex's home, the courthouse, Sarah's cozy apartment, and the local coffee shop. In a modern city where bustling urban areas meet serene suburban neighborhoods, lives unfold in the most unexpected ways. Our story begins in various locations that weave together the lives of Maya, Alex, Sarah, and others in this vibrant cityscape. At Maya and Alex's cozy home nestled in the heart of the city, morning light filters through the windows, casting a warm glow on the kitchen table where they share quiet moments over steaming mugs of coffee. Their home is a sanctuary amidst the city's chaos, filled with laughter, love, and the little quirks that make their life together uniquely beautiful. Just a few blocks away, the courthouse stands tall and imposing, its marble columns a testament to the weight of justice and decisions made within its walls. Here, Sarah, a dedicated lawyer, spends her days navigating the intricacies of the legal system, fighting for truth and fairness in a world often shrouded in shadows of doubt and deceit. In contrast to the courthouse's solemnity, Sarah's cozy apartment exudes warmth and comfort, a haven where she retreats after long days of battling for what she believes in. Soft music plays in the background as she settles into her favorite armchair. Surrounded by books, photographs, and the gentle flicker of candlelight that dances across the room. Amidst the hustle and bustle of the city, the local coffee shop stands as a beacon of tranquility, its aroma of freshly brewed coffee and baked goods drawing in passers-by seeking a moment of respite from the chaos outside. Here, regulars like Maya and Alex find solace in the familiar faces and friendly chatter that fill the air, creating a sense of community amidst the urban sprawl. As the city pulses with life and stories untold, the lives of Maya, Alex, Sarah, and others are intricately woven together, each individual a thread in the vibrant tapestry of urban existence. Their paths may cross in unexpected ways, leading to moments of joy, sorrow, and everything in between, as they navigate the highs and lows of life in this bustling metropolis. Through it all, the city itself becomes a character in their story, its streets and alleyways bearing witness to the dramas and triumphs that unfold within its bounds. From the towering skyscrapers that scrape the sky to the hidden corners where secrets linger, every corner of the city holds a story waiting to be told. A tale of love, loss, hope, and resilience in the face of adversity. And so, our story begins in this modern city, a melting pot of dreams and realities, where Maya, Alex, Sarah, and countless others find their place in the tapestry of urban life. Their stories intertwined in a shared journey of love, loss, and the unbreakable human spirit that binds them together. Part 1. Unveiling the Facade. Previously in our tale, we journeyed through the vibrant tapestry of a modern city where bustling urban streets intertwine with tranquil suburban lanes. We witnessed the lives of Maya and Alex in their home, experienced the weight of justice in the courthouse, found solace in Sarah's snug apartment, and savored the simple joys of the local coffee shop. And now, as we delve into Part 2, Unveiling the Facade, the city reveals a new layer of intrigue peeking from behind the everyday facade. It was a crisp morning when Sarah stumbled upon an old photograph hidden in a dust-covered box in her apartment. The image, yellowed with age, showed a group of friends laughing under a sprawling oak tree, a memory Sarah thought she had long forgotten. Meanwhile, Maya and Alex found themselves caught in a whirlwind of whispers and suspicions surrounding a high-profile trial at the courthouse. The echoes of secrets bounced off the courthouse walls, painting doubt where there once was certainty. The fabric of trust that held their world together seemed to be fraying at the edges, beckoning them to question everything they knew. In a corner of the city, the local coffee shop hummed with its usual symphony of clinking cups and hushed conversations. A mysterious figure sat at a corner table, a faint smile playing on their lips as they watched the city dwellers go about their lives. Unseen but not unnoticed, their presence added a thread of anticipation to the city's tapestry. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the cityscape, the paths of our characters began to converge. Sarah, with the weight of the past heavy in her heart, decided to seek out the faces from the old photograph. Maya and Alex, grappling with the shadows of doubt and deception, found themselves at a crossroads where their choices would shape their future. In the heart of the city, where the pulse of life beat strongest, our characters stood on the cusp of discovery. The veil that shrouded their realities was beginning to lift, revealing glimpses of truth and lies intertwined in a delicate dance. The city, once familiar, now seemed to hold uncharted territories waiting to be explored. So, dear listener, as we prepare to unveil the facade further in our journey, remember that within the city's maze of streets and stories lies the essence of human nature, complex, mysterious, and ever-evolving. Join me as we venture deeper into the web of intrigue and revelation, where every corner turned promises a new layer of truth to be unraveled. Part 2. The Quiet Rebellion. Welcome back to the continuing tale of our city's subtle transformation. A change spurred on by a whispering undercurrent of discontent. In the midst of our busy lives, an invisible hand was guiding things towards a different path. Maya and Alex, once content in their familiar routines, found themselves questioning the status quo. It started with small observations, the ever-increasing pace of life, the endless pursuit of material possessions. Then they began to notice the subtle injustices woven into the fabric of society, inequalities that had long been ignored. Sarah, with her peaceful apartment overlooking the city's hustle and bustle, couldn't shake off the feeling of urgency that seemed to hang in the air. Her conversations with friends at the local coffee shop revealed shared frustrations, a collective yearning for a change they couldn't quite define. As Maya, Alex, and Sarah went about their days, a quiet rebellion was taking shape. It wasn't loud or confrontational, it was a shift in mindset. A silent refusal to accept things as they were. The courthouse, once a symbol of authority and tradition, now seemed like a relic of a bygone era as whispers of dissent grew louder. In the heart of the city, amidst the clang of construction and the honking of cars, a new energy was stirring. People looked at each other differently, recognizing a shared desire for a better, more equitable world. The lines between neighborhoods blurred as residents came together, united in their quest for change. The once serene suburban streets echoed with the footsteps of those who dared to question the norms that had shaped their lives for so long. Walls that had separated communities began to crumble as neighbors reached out to one another, offering support and solidarity in the face of uncertainty. With each passing day, the city's transformation became more tangible. The old divisions based on wealth and status were slowly fading, replaced by a sense of common purpose. Maya, Alex, and Sarah found themselves at the forefront of this movement, their quiet rebellion paving the way for a brighter future. As the city slept, unaware of the seismic shift taking place beneath its surface, a new dawn approached. The whispers of dissent had grown into a chorus of hope, a promise of a city where all its residents could thrive together. And in the stillness of the night, the gentle hum of change could be felt in every corner, weaving a new story for all who called this city home. And so, the quiet rebellion continued, fueled by the unwavering belief that a better world was not just a dream but a possibility waiting to be realized. In the heart of this modern city, a transformation was underway, one that would leave an indelible mark on its history and its people. Stay tuned for the next chapter of this extraordinary tale, as the city's metamorphosis unfolds in ways that no one could have predicted. The quiet rebellion had begun, and its effects would be felt far and wide, shaping the destinies of all who were touched by its gentle but relentless tide. Part 3. Crafting the strategy. In the heart of the city, where dreams sometimes collide with reality, our protagonists find themselves at a critical juncture. Maya and Alex, Sarah, and their allies have navigated through deception and personal struggles. But now, a new challenge looms on the horizon. Crafting a strategy becomes paramount, a dance of intricate planning and bold decisions. Sarah, with her astute mind and unwavering dedication, takes the lead. She gathers the group in her cozy apartment, a haven of warmth amidst the chaos of the world outside. As they huddle around the coffee table, the weight of their mission hangs in the air. Sarah's eyes shimmer with determination as she lays out the groundwork. They dissect every angle, every possibility, searching for the chink in the armor of their adversaries. The local coffee shop becomes their brainstorming hub, surrounded by the aroma of freshly brewed coffee and the murmur of fellow patrons. They weave their tapestry of tactics. Maya's creativity, Alex's resourcefulness, and Sarah's strategic brilliance merge into a symphony of ideas. In the courtroom, where justice should reign supreme but often sways to the powerful, they observe, learn, and adapt. They study the patterns of behavior, the nuances of the legal system, seeking the leverage that could tip the scales in their favor. Every piece of the puzzle is essential, every detail meticulously scrutinized. They know that one misstep could unravel everything they've fought for. But they are united in purpose, a bond forged in the fire of shared adversity. Through late nights and early mornings, their plan takes shape like a phoenix rising from the ashes. They see the path ahead, fraught with risks and uncertainties, yet shimmering with the promise of a better tomorrow. In Maya and Alex's home, a sense of camaraderie blooms. They lean on each other, drawing strength from their connection as partners in both life and the fight for justice. Their love becomes a shield against the darkness that threatens to engulf them. The city pulses outside, a living, breathing entity with its own rhythm. But within their circle, a different beat resonates, one of resilience, of defiance, of hope. They are not just fighters, they are architects of change. sculptors of a future where truth triumphs over deceit. And as they finalize their strategy, a quiet confidence settles over them. The pieces are in place. The stage is set. The time for action draws near. And they stand ready to face whatever challenges may come their way. For in the tapestry of their intertwined destinies, they have found strength in unity, purpose in adversity, and hope in the face of uncertainty. This is not just a battle, it is a testament to the power of belief, the resilience of the human spirit, and the enduring legacy of those who dare to dream of a better world. And so, they stand on the cusp of change, their gaze fixed on the horizon, their hearts brimming with courage. The city may be vast, its shadows deep, but within the light of their shared resolve, they know that victory is not just a possibility, it is their destiny. Part 4. The Tipping Point. As the sun slid beneath the horizon, casting a warm glow over the city, the wheels of fate turned relentlessly. Maya, Alex, and Sarah had united in an improbable alliance, each bringing their unique strengths to the table. Their once separate lives now intertwined by a shared purpose. The city hummed with anticipation as rumors of the impending trials swept through the community like a feverish wildfire. Whispers echoed in crowded cafes and quiet park benches alike, carrying the weight of hope and fear in equal measure. The trio's meticulous planning had borne fruit. But the true test lay ahead. The trial loomed like a looming shadow, casting a veil of uncertainty over the city's inhabitants. The courthouse stood as a solemn sentinel, its imposing facade a stark reminder of the stakes at play. Maya, Alex, and Sarah knew that the time had come to confront the system that had long oppressed their community. As the courtroom doors swung open, a hush fell over the gathered crowd. The judge's gavel rang out like a clarion call, signaling the start of a battle that would echo through the annals of time. The trio stood resolute, their eyes alight with a fiery determination that brooked no compromise. Witness after witness took the stand, their testimonies weaving a tapestry of injustice that had festered in the city's underbelly for far too long. With each revelation, the scales of justice trembled, teetering on the brink of a monumental shift. The tipping point was near. As Maya, Alex, and Sarah presented their case with a fervor that could not be denied. A palpable energy crackled in the air. The courtroom walls reverberated with the echoes of a community united in righteous indignation, demanding accountability and change. And then, in a moment that seemed to stretch into eternity, the judge delivered their verdict. The words hung in the air like a delicate thread, poised to either shatter dreams or usher in a new dawn. The collective breath of the city held, caught in the balance of possibility. In that fateful instant, the gavel descended, its finality resounding through the chamber. Cheers erupted, tears flowed, and embraces were exchanged as the city's inhabitants witnessed history in the making. The trio's quiet rebellion had blossomed into a triumphant revolution, sparking a wave of transformation that would reshape the city's future. As they emerged from the courthouse into the cool night air, Maya, Alex, and Sarah knew that their journey was far from over. But armed with the power of unity and the courage of conviction, they strode forward, their hearts ablaze with the knowledge that change was not just possible, it was inevitable. And so, the city slept that night, cradled in the gentle embrace of a new beginning, Forged in the crucible of perseverance and hope, the story of Maya, Alex, and Sarah had become a beacon of light in a world often shrouded in darkness. A testament to the enduring power of ordinary people rising to extraordinary heights. And as a new day dawned over the city, its streets thrummed with the promise of a brighter tomorrow, where justice reigned supreme and the voices of the marginalized were finally heard. For Maya, Alex, and Sarah, the journey was far from over, but together, they knew that anything was possible. Part 5. Building a New Life. As the dust settled and the truth emerged, Maya and Alex found themselves standing amidst the debris of their shattered past. The revelation that shook their world also gave them an unexpected sense of liberation. They no longer harbored the burden of pretense and secrecy, but a fresh start, a blank canvas on which to paint their future. Together, they faced the daunting task of rebuilding their lives from the ground up. It was not a simple feat, for the remnants of their previous existence lingered like ghosts in the corners of their minds. Yet, they were determined to move forward, hand in hand, their hearts filled with resilience and hope. Their journey of transformation began with introspection. They delved deep into the caverns of their souls, entangling the knots of deception and self-doubt that had bound them for so long. With each revelation, they embraced their vulnerabilities, turning them into stepping stones towards a brighter tomorrow. Maya sought solace in her art, pouring her emotions onto the canvas with raw intensity. The strokes of her brush danced like a symphony of colors, each hue carrying a fragment of her healing spirit. Through her art, she found catharsis, a means to express the turmoil within and transmute it into beauty. Alex, on the other hand, sought refuge in the serenity of nature. He wandered through the woods, his footsteps echoing against the sylvan stillness. The rustling leaves whispered tales of resilience and renewal, instilling in him a sense of peace and purpose. Amidst the trees, he discovered fragments of his true self, hidden beneath years of societal expectations. As the days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, Maya and Alex found themselves woven into the fabric of a new beginning. They embraced change with open arms, dismantling the walls that had separated them from their authentic selves. In the light of truth, they discovered a profound sense of freedom, an unshackling of the chains that had bound their spirits. Their home, once a symbol of secrecy and discord, blossomed into a sanctuary of love and acceptance. The walls echoed with laughter, the air tinged with the fragrance of newfound joy. Maya and Alex's bond deepened, fortified by the trials they had weathered together. In each other's eyes, they found reflections of their shared journey, a testament to their unwavering commitment to growth. In the heart of the bustling city, amidst the ebb and flow of daily life, Maya and Alex forged a new destiny. They became architects of their own happiness, sculptors of their own truth. And as they embraced the infinite possibilities that lay ahead, they knew that their story was far from over. It was a story of resilience, of transformation, a story of building a new life from the ashes of the old. And in that story, they found the most precious gift of all, the gift of second chances. Part 6. Claiming Victory. As dawn broke over the city, a sense of anticipation hung in the air. Maya and Alex had been through tumultuous times, facing challenges nobody expected. But today was different. Today was the day they had been waiting for. The day they would claim victory over the injustices that had plagued their lives. In the quiet hours of the morning, Maya sat at the kitchen table, a steaming cup of coffee in hand. Memories of the past few months flooded her mind. The battles fought, the tears shed, the strength discovered. Alex walked in, a reassuring smile on his face. A silent acknowledgement of the journey they had walked together. Their steps echoed through the courthouse corridors as they made their way to the room where their fate would be decided. The weight of the moment was palpable. But Maya felt a newfound resolve within her. She knew they had done everything in their power to set things right. To bring justice to light. As they stood before the judge, Maya's heart raced. The echoes of doubt whispered in her ears. But she silenced them with sheer determination. The truth was on their side. And she would not waver. With each word spoken, each piece of evidence presented, Maya felt a sense of liberation wash over her. Outside the courthouse, the city buzzed with life. Cars honked, people rushed by, but in that moment, Maya and Alex felt a world of their own. A world where justice prevailed. Where truth conquered deceit. They held hands tightly, a silent gesture of solidarity. Of the love that had carried them through the storm. Hours passed like minutes, and finally, the moment of reckoning arrived. The judge's voice filled the room, delivering the verdict that would shape their future. Maya held her breath, her heart pounding in her chest. And then, the words rang out like a hymn of redemption. Innocent, cleared of all charges, justice served. Tears welled up in Maya's eyes. A mixture of relief, joy, and gratitude. She looked at Alex, whose eyes shone with pride and happiness. Together, they had faced the darkest of days and emerged victorious. The weight that had burdened their souls lifted, leaving behind a profound sense of peace. As they stepped out into the sunlight, a new chapter awaited them. The scars of the past would always remain, but they were now adorned with the crown of resilience, the armor of truth. Maya took a deep breath, inhaling the sweet scent of freedom, of a life reclaimed. In Sarah's cozy apartment, a celebration awaited. Friends and family gathered, their faces beaming with pride and admiration. Laughter rang through the air, mingling with the echoes of a triumph well-deserved. And in that moment, Maya knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would face them together. Their spirits unbreakable, their bond unshakable. For Maya and Alex, this day marked not just a legal victory, but a triumph of the human spirit. A reminder that in the face of adversity, love, courage, and integrity would always prevail. And as the sun set on the city, casting a warm glow over its streets, Maya whispered a silent thank you to the universe for guiding them home. Part 7. Rebirth and Liberation. Welcome to Part 7 of our story, Rebirth and Liberation. After the triumphs and challenges faced by Maya, Alex, Sarah, and their community, a new chapter unfolds. The victory at the courthouse marked a turning point, sparking a sense of hope and renewal in the hearts of those who fought for justice. In the days that followed, the city seemed to shimmer with newfound light. Maya and Alex's home, once filled with tension and uncertainty, now echoed with laughter and peace. The walls seemed to exhale the weight they had carried for so long, replaced by a sense of liberation. Sarah, in her cozy apartment, relished the quiet moments. She found solace in the simple joys of life, a warm cup of tea, the gentle rustle of leaves outside her window. The shadows of the past began to fade, making way for a brighter, more vibrant existence. The local coffee shop buzzed with activity, a hub of connection and community. The barista greeted familiar faces with a knowing smile. Sensing the shift in the air, conversations hummed with possibilities, ideas blooming like spring flowers after a long winter. As the city embraced this moment of rebirth, an invisible thread connected its inhabitants, weaving a tapestry of resilience and unity. Each person, each story, contributed to the intricate design of this shared experience. The scars of the past were not forgotten, but they no longer held power over the present. The journey towards healing was ongoing, a gentle unfurling of hearts long guarded and spirits long subdued. Maya, Alex, Sarah, and their companions walked with a newfound lightness in their step, a quiet strength in their gaze. The battles they fought, both internal and external, had sculpted them into warriors of the soul, champions of the human spirit. In moments of reflection, they marveled at the transformation that had taken place. The once daunting obstacles now appeared as stepping stones, guiding them towards a future filled with promise and potential. And so, as the city settled into its new rhythm, a sense of gratitude permeated the air. Gratitude for the trials that had forged bonds unbreakable. Gratitude for the victories that had propelled them forward. In the stillness of the night, as the city slumbered and dreams took flight, a whispered promise hung in the air, a promise of endless possibility, of infinite growth, of a future where liberation was not just a dream but a reality, waiting to be embraced. And so, dear listener, as we conclude this chapter of our tale, may we carry with us the lessons learned, the love shared, and the hope kindled, for in the heart of every ending lies the seed of a new beginning, ready to bloom in the light of a brand new day. Part 8. Epilogue, New Beginnings. As the city settled into a gentle evening, a sense of calm prevailed. The once chaotic whirlwind that engulfed Maya, Alex, Sarah, and their community had now subsided. The air was filled with a quiet hope, a promise of new beginnings. Maya and Alex found solace in the familiarity of their home, where the walls held memories of their journey, the struggles, the triumphs, the unwavering love that had guided them through the darkest of times. They sat by the window, watching the sun dip below the horizon, its golden rays casting a warm glow over the city. In a modest courthouse, justice had prevailed, and wrongs had been righted. The echoes of the trial still lingered, but a sense of closure washed over those who had stood brave and resilient in the face of adversity. The courtroom, once a battleground, now stood as a symbol of truth and integrity. Sarah, in her cozy apartment, sat at her desk, pen in hand, writing the final chapter of a story that had changed her life. The stack of journals beside her bore witness to her transformation, each page a testament to her strength and perseverance. She smiled, a quiet contentment settling in her heart. At the local coffee shop, familiar faces gathered, sharing laughter and stories over steaming mugs of coffee. The barista, a silent observer to the unfolding drama, now saw a community united in solidarity and compassion. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee mingled with the sounds of conversation, creating a harmonious symphony of belonging. As night descended upon the city, a gentle breeze whispered through the streets, carrying with it the promise of a new chapter. The scars of the past had healed, leaving behind a tapestry of resilience and hope. The stars glittered in the velvet sky, a reminder that even in the darkest of nights, there was always light to guide the way. And so, as the city slept, dreams of tomorrow danced in the hearts of its people. A chapter had closed, but the story continued, each soul a thread woven into the fabric of a vibrant tapestry. The dawn would bring new opportunities, new challenges, and new adventures for Maya, Alex, Sarah, and the community they had built. The epilogue marked not an end, but a glorious beginning. Theirs was a story of courage, of strength, of love, a story that would echo through the city, inspiring others to embrace their own journey towards new beginnings. And as the first light of dawn painted the sky in hues of pink and gold, the city awoke to a new day, a new chapter, a new beginning. And so, the tale continued, carrying within its folds the promise of endless possibilities and the enduring power of the human spirit.